Yes?
Something like it, yeah.
Okay, so you said energy manipulation. What did you mean by that?
Basically, we would just form a ball.
Energy balls.
Yeah, and we would just like hold it, control it, try and keep it a certain size or stuff like that.
Did you ever try passing it?
Yeah, we tried passing it.
It's hard.
It's really hard.
It's really hard. Like, I can never do it. Like, I can pass it like this, like from hand to hand, but people would like throw it. I can't. I lose it. Every time I go to throw it, it doesn't even get to them. It's not like I lose it and they catch it. It's that I drop it before I let it go.
Yeah.
What do you think you do to form an energy ball? Like, how would you explain it?
I use both of my hands and I create a field within my hands.
Right.
And inside of that field, I like take the air.
And now that we've just done it, it happens really quick, right?
Yeah. And it swirls. Like I can feel it like starting to turn in my hands. And like I just let it go and form and like come completely together and coalesce into a ball. I just hold it there and see if I can keep it at the specific size that I want it to be.
So you started at a pretty big.
Yeah, I usually start pretty big.
Some people start it really, really small because if they're just starting out, but I started like this too.
Yeah.
And actually, if you move your hands in and out, kind of, you can sort of feel where it is. Whenever I want to make it bigger, I breathe into it, not like literally, because that just like made it go away, you know? But I always do this first. I don't know, it just helps me feel things better. So I always do this first. I like starting small sometimes. But I like take a deep breath, and as I exhale, even though I'm not like going directly into it, I imagine my exhalation going into the ball, and it like, if you watch me, if I'm like closing my eyes, it'll go open a little. I'm not doing it now, but it'll go open a little bit at a time as I breathe into it, and then I can feel the resistance better.
I usually just stop concentrating and let it spin out.
But as you make an energy ball, you can make it with an intention. And you can put a certain energy into it and then send that to another person. If you're making it with the intention of just like happiness or love or healing or something like that, you can imagine putting that energy into the ball and then do something like this. You could throw it at their face, but I think this is a little nicer. Yeah, it's really hard to do that and talk to people. You really need to keep your concentration. I almost said conversation. Put it in the water. I think it'd be hilarious if you did that and there was like ripple. I think that'd be awesome. Drop it.
No, there's no.
No, of course not, because it's energy.
Usually, when I do it, I usually like make it go with my breathing, and so like when I breathe in, it gets smaller because I'm taking it in, and then when I breathe out, it gets a little bit larger.
But it's funny because when you have your eyes closed, you can feel your hands moving farther apart every time you do it. At least I can. So, like, you feel like it's enormous already, and then when you open your eyes, it's only gotten, like, an inch bigger. So, it's really strange.
Yeah. I usually think of the stars swirling and then coming into, like, a planet or something.
That's how I like to heal people, like, my version of hands-on energy healing. Like, especially my ex-boyfriend used to get sore throats a lot. He had bronchitis a lot last year. So, what I ended up doing that worked really well is I've always been able to kind of get rid of people's headaches with energy healing pretty well, and I taught my ex how to do it as well so that he could do it for me, because I am not the best at doing it for myself, but I can do my knees pretty well. I don't know, it's just like when I have a headache, I can't concentrate, so I can't get rid of my own headache. That makes sense. So, but what I ended up doing for his bronchitis was I always imagined the bronchitis being like something gross, like clinging to the inside of his throat kind of thing. And then I would envision like a white ball of light that I put there, like through the pores kind of thing, like ending up there, swirling, and like as it swirled, it would pull some of the gunk off of the edge, and then it would get all swirled up in the ball of light, and the ball of light would like start to eat it, basically, like eat it away. So it would go away, and then like every time he coughed, I just imagined that being, you know, what gets rid of it. And that works really well, so I really like the swirling light thing, or swirling smoke. Of course, after you do stuff like that, you might want to ground and center again. We might do that real quick, but personally, I think I'll just do it by walking back, because we're walking on the ground. Yay! Thanks again!
See you later, guys. There's something in the woods.
There's like an animal.
And it keeps making noise, and it's freaking me out. Well, not freaking me out, but like I just want to know what it is.
Yeah. Yay!
Yay!